welcome to the first ever Killogic Effect music news. You can find us lurking around all your favorite social media networks. You can also find us on Granite Coast Entertainment Monday through Thursday around the morning hours, 9 a.m. You can also find us on Digital Revolution Radio, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as streaming 24/7 on the Mixer, the Twitch, the YouTubes, and other such various type places. Now let's get started here. I'm going to start on a bit of a somber note. A big part of the family up in the New England scene, to be more precise, Maine, has lost a fine soldier and part to the family. Mr. Jason Moody has passed away. At the time this was posted, it was really unclear what had happened and everything that entailed, but the AP has put out a report. Bangor, Maine, police in Maine say they are seeking a 29-year-old transient in connection with the death of Bangor man earlier this week. Detectives say they are attempting to locate Donald Galick, who is believed to be in the area of Bangor or Old Town. The Bangor Daily News reports Galick is being sought as part of the investigation into the Tuesday death of 40-year-old Jason Moody. Moody was found injured and unconscious on the streets of Bangor late Sunday after an apparent fight with another person. Authorities say Moody died of his injuries Tuesday afternoon. Detective Sergeant Brent Bello says an autopsy determined homicide as the manner of death. Anyone with information is asked to contact Bangor police. As I said, I don't know how many times I've seen Seize the Vatican and rocked out with them guys and everything, and it's just one of those things you know, it's all part of your family. You never you never think you're gonna lose somebody, especially so tragic like. And we wish the best to all of his family, and obviously the band Seize the Vatican. I know they're I know this is probably really heavy. Just one solace is that he got to be a part of making some awesome music and touch lives and stuff, that will live on forever. And of course he will always live in the hearts and minds of all of his friends and families, and everybody in the scene, definitely. So once again, we wish the best to everybody surrounding Mr. Moody. Now, on to some more upbeat. Clutch announces new 2019 winter tour dates. They got a whole slew of them right here. Everywhere from, it looks like they're kind of scattered a little bit all over the place. But should be nice. You can go find the whole schedule over at Side Stage Magazine. So just checking this this rag out. Nice nice info to be had. Also, Mr. Louis Pecsi, go check out his Redbubble. We've interviewed Mr. Louis Pecsi quite a few times. Love hanging out with him on the radio, and it's always fun getting to sit down and talk with him. And definitely go check out a lot of what he's got going on in his work. You can also go check out NosferatuOrigins.com and get caught up on all of his work, his books, and his art. And if you'd like to requisition any art, you can go check him out over on the Facebooks and the whatnots. Whitesnake's gonna be releasing an album. Flesh and Blood album in May 2019. Whitesnake has announced its first shows of the 2019 Flesh and Blood World Tour. The trek will see the David Coverdale fronted band perform select songs from its 13th studio album, Flesh and Blood, to be released in May 2019 via Frontiers Music. The first single will be the video from the disc titled Shut Up and Kiss Me. It will be released in early 2019 prior to the Flesh and Blood release. Says Coverdale, we are truly excited and looking forward to playing across the globe in 2019 on what will be a continued celebration of the 40th anniversary of Whitesnake. 40 years. I remember being a kid and rocking out to Whitesnake. Yeah, they were a pretty big band back in the day. You can also pimp out this Charles M's heavy metal feed. He's a personal blogger. He gets a lot of stuff from all over, but you can also go check him out. But yeah, Whitesnake releasing an album. So music for anxiety, Mozart versus metal. Here's my thing. They can do all the studies that they want, really. They release more and more studies about heavy metal and the effects that it has on the brain, and people that go to heavy metal shows, and the sense of euphoria and all that they feel, and the things that you don't even realize that are going on, blah blah blah. But we already kind of know these things. It's part of why we listen to this music. It's like a release, and it's like we have all these doctors and stuff coming in and kind of just figuring all this out. It's like, well, thank you for confirming these things, and that's all very swell. But I find all these studies and everything, although enlightening in ways and stuff, and validating, still kind of silly. So it comes down to music is a little something to everybody, and it's something different for them, and so to try to put a broad spectrum on what genre does what for what people is, I believe, kind of silly, but nice try though. Graveborn just released new Vitya. Go over and they got some new tunage over on the YouTubes and such, and of course, like right here, you can check out their Facebooks and all that good stuff, and of course you can check out the Killogic Effect on Facebook and all that good stuff. Baby Metal now Anybody that's into baby metal, this this article is actually well, what I believe is somebody that's kind of a pussy. Going into the mosh pit, kind of worried. But Yumi Metal has left baby metal. They will be still doing what they do. They'll be going on and still being baby metal. So anybody that was wondering about the baby metal thing, that's the deal with that. So, Quiet Riot. They're going to be releasing a new one. Quiet Riot's performance at Frontiers Rock Festival 2018 marked the band's first ever concert in Italy, and what a hell of a show it was. This special event is now being released on CD, DVD, Blu-ray, entitled One Night in Milan. This once-in-a-lifetime performance will be released January 25th, 2019 via Frontier Music. Definitely. Wow, man. Again, another blast from the past. I was just talking that I remember seeing and thinking it was so awesome or whatever, or that Quiet Riot had played in Spudstock in Maine, I believe, and Twisted Roots from Maine, who just did an anniversary show, got back together and did an anniversary show, and I saw some stuff from that. Wish I could have been there, man. Ugh. But they shared a stage with them, and I remember thinking that was so cool, man. But very nice. Straight from MDR, another station you should have in your musical, your internet radio dial. Metal Devastation Radio. Altitudes and Attitudes. It's David Ellison from Megadeth and Frank Bello from Anthrax. They're going to be doing a European tour. You can go check out the article, of course, over on MDR. Go get linked up, get on their mailing list and such. But yeah. There was just a show announced down at the Brass Mug in Tampa with Dave Ellison. So he's he's right. I don't think it's got anything to do with this. I think it's just a solo thing. I don't have it pulled up because I just thought of it as. But yeah, very cool. I'm kind of anxious to see what becomes of this. This could be something pretty cool. So definitely go over and check out MDR and check out what's going on. Altitudes and Attitudes. Wow, pretty cool. ABBATH. Gonna be recording second album next month. ABBATH, the solo project of former Immortal frontman ABBATH, will enter Dub Studios in Norway on December 3rd to begin recording its second album. Helming the effort will be producer Andre Kirkasola. Oh God, I'm so terrible with names. Who has previously worked with Blood Red Throne, Green Carnation, Serenia, and In Vain, among others. ABBATH's sophomore album will not feature the contributions of bassist King of Hell, who left the Norwegian black metal band in June. The musicians, whose real name is what is it? What does it matter? I hate it when they do that. It's just that's who they are. Tom Cato Visnes announced at the time that He was excited the group due to conflicting views on lyrical concepts of the upcoming disc, claiming that the lyrics to ABBATH's new LP were inspired by Swiss psychiatrist, oh wow, Carl Jung, or Jung. That's awesome. Said that he found Jung's connection to Christian mysticism incompatible with the image of the band. King said in the statement, I wish members of the actual band label and crew all the best for the upcoming shows and album. The music itself is nothing short of brilliant. However, I must maintain artistic integrity and respectfully step aside. Well, bumming, but I'm glad that everything is, like, you know, cool. And anybody that's not familiar with Carl Jung or Jung, there's the Jungian theory. Tool has written a lot of songs revolving around his theories and such. Anybody that's interested in expanding their mind or anything, I highly recommend checking out the collection. I could actually, if you were so inclined, I could recommend some actual books if you want to send me a message. Now, this is awesome. Main Biz announces Ozzy Osbourne to ride that crazy train into Bangor for the 10th Waterfront concert season. This is going to be cool. Bangor's Waterfront concerts on Monday announced heavy metal headliner Ozzy Osbourne as the first artist of the 10th anniversary season in 2019. Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, who made headlines in 1982 for biting off the head of a bat. Why do they keep bringing that fucking shit up, man? Come on. It's like that's all. Ozzy, oh, you mean that guy that ate the bat? No, I mean the singer of Black Sabbath. Anyway, he's scheduled to perform at Darling's Waterfront Pavilion in Bangor on June 15th, 2019. Backed by longtime band member Zakk Wylde on guitar, Blasco on bass, and Tommy Cliftos on drums, and Adam Wakeman on keyboards. Special guest will be Megadeth. They're a thrash heavy metal band. I don't know if you've heard of them. The person writing this article has never listened to music. I'm sorry. So yeah, Bangor gonna be getting ripped apart, and holy shit, wow. What else did we have here? Oh, speaking of that, Megadeth is going to be doing the Mega Cruise. I announced that the other day. Anybody interested in that? The lineup on that is brilliant. I can't believe I don't have it up here. Anyway, now, not only is Ozzy Osbourne playing the whole the Bangor thing, and that's some pretty cool news, but check this out. You want to talk about being proud of Black Sabbath could be honored with a bridge in Birmingham. celebrating 50 years of Black Sabbath, Westside Business Development, and the city of Birmingham, England, have proposed a new landmark immortalizing the founding fathers of heavy metal in the heart of Birmingham City Center, most dynamic and entertaining destination, Broad Street. The idea for the stretch of Broad Street over the canal next to Symphony Hall and the ICC to be called the Black Sabbath Bridge is one of a number of local initiatives to create a new significant visitor attraction for both locals and tourists from around the globe. The Black Sabbath Bridge concept was created by Egyptian-born Sabbath superfan Mohammed Osama, now based in Dubai, who approached Westside bid on Broad Street. I laugh because that's money. Artwork is being produced by Egyptian artist Tarek. Oh God, I can't. Sorry. Al-Dawakawi, whatever. An illustrator, graphic designer, and musician with an architectural background. Osama told Birmingham Live, if we get approval, all of the stars will be rearranged and the bridge itself will also be named after the band. The band members and their managements have been in the loop as well. My vision is to reunite the 4 original members for the unveiling for the stars and metal bench, he added. I mean, just reunite them together at their hometown. No gigs or anything. Just the 4 of them being celebrated together at their hometown would be the best ending and closure I could possibly think of. You know, he's kind of right. The bench would bear the inscription, Geezer, Ozzy, Tony, Bill, made in Birmingham, 1968, with portraits designed by Abdelkawi. Born in Aston, Birmingham, England, and often cited as the pioneers and godfathers of heavy metal music, Black Sabbath was founded in 1968 by Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Ozzy Osbourne, and Bill Ward, defining the main foundation of the genre. Blah, 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 blah. We know this. Check this out now. This is the actual freaking design right here. So here's obviously a layout of and that's so awesome. And you know it will bring people from, as soon as they landmark a bridge, Black Sabbath Bridge, in the birthplace of Black Sabbath, cha-ching, Tourist Central. So there's the star. There's what it would look like. Oh, that's awesome. That is very cool. And they deserve it. So yeah. Black Sabbath could be getting their own bridge. Not too shabby. So, hey, here we go. Now, I had just done an interview with Eric Peterson of Testament, this guy, and he had mentioned some cool things coming up for the band and stuff, but wow, I had no idea, and this is very, very cool. Now, this is kind of weird because it's like, what kind of territory are we in now where, you know, because cruise ships were always kind of like, that's where like retirees and stuff like that, unless you weren't on like a Disney cruise. But now it seems cruise ships have kind of been like, they're not only like a smart thing for bands of this era, you know, to do, but there's things that you can do, you know, out in international waters per se, that you wouldn't be able to, you know, per se do on land. But here we go. Anthrax, Testament, Dragon Force, Overkill, Corrosion of Conformity, Devil Driver, Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, Doro, Armored Saint, John 5, Metal Church, Donko Jones, Bisto Blanco, Metalachi. Just they are the first and only that I know of metal mariachi band, and there's more to be announced. So wow, very cool. Megadeth. So go check out the pages and get all set up for deets and all that. They got pricing, availability, you know, all the ways to pay, all that crap. So yeah, man. This is cool, man. Very cool. So yeah, like I said, I weren't bullshitting. Megadeth Cruise. And I guess that'll do it for the first ever episode of the Killogic Effect music news. Once again, if you have any detailed, you have any information on the whereabouts of Donald Gaelic, please contact all your local law enforcement, more specific, the Bangor police, and there's talk to a Detective Sergeant Brent Below. Anyway, to end on a somber note, but we need to make sure we get justice for our boy. It's not cool. So all that being said, thank everybody for checking it out, tuning in. Look forward to more. If you'd like to be a part of the Killogic Effect, you could send your press kits and music and or whatever to the Killogic Effect at gmail.com. You can also send it to the Killogic Effect at granitecoastradio.com. Once again, thank you. If you have any news you think I should be alerted to, let me know. Other than that, see you on the other side.